What's up? Welcome to F.I.R.E's channel. Today's topic is sharing my journey to reach my first $100,000. I hope this video gives you a better understanding what it feels like at the beginning stage of wealth building. Also, I will share why I think everyone should get their $100,000 as soon as possible if they haven't. First, let's talk about the first person who brought up this issue. Then, I will show you some evidence to explain why getting 100K is so important. Lastly, I want to share my personal journey on getting my first $100,000. Hope it can provide you some insights. First, let's talk about where the quote of first $100,000 came from. If you are in the F.I.R.E community, you probably know Charlie Munger said that getting your first 100K is the hardest, but once you pass it, your money starts to do the heavy lifting for you. From my experience, accumulating the first 100K is definitely the most difficult part of wealth building. The big takeaway here is that you want to hit the 100,000 mark as soon as possible, so you can let compound interest start taking effect. The quicker you hit the 100K mark, the more realistic you're gonna reach financial freedom. From this point, you may wonder why it matters to me in terms of getting the first 100K. I'm going to show you a wealth building scenario with $0 initial savings and $800 monthly contribution. This chart shows from $0 to $109,000. This is based on a 10% annual return rate. It will take 7.5 years to reach $100,000. During this period, 90% of the accumulation comes from contribution. In other words, you will be the one doing the most of the work instead of compound interest. Let me ask you, how long does it take from 100K to 200K? Here we go, 5 years. That is from 109,000 to 205,000 at 12th year. Let me fast forward for a moment. Another 6 years from 200K to 400K. The same amount of time from 400K to 800K. As you can see, it only takes 2 years from 800K to over $1 million. You can see this money trajectory before, but the takeaway here is that compound interest will not kick in until you hit the 100K mark. Unless you hit the jackpot, I would say 99% of your first 100,000 will come from your monthly contribution. I would also say the longer it takes someone to reach 100K, the less likely that the individual will reach F.I.R.E. It is just how our brain works. People just don't believe if a theory takes too much time in order to get it work. We have to try hard at this stage before our patience gone away. If you are interested in the wealth building projection and wonder how long it will take you to reach F.I.R.E, here is the resource I normally use to calculate compound interest accumulation. I will list the link in my video description below. Also, you may want to check my another previous video that cover F.I.R.E is achievable for normal people like you and me. I will add that video link below as well. Now you may ask, just tell me how you reach your 100K. That's right. That is exactly what I'm going to share. If you enjoyed this video so far, please subscribe, and it will allow me to show more videos with you in the future. Let's jump into it. It took me 5 years to get my first 100,000. It is a little longer than I thought because I made several mistakes. I want to be honest with you and share those mistakes with you, hoping you can avoid those along the way to reach FIRE. I bought a 30,000 new car before using my savings. This is my biggest mistake ever, because buying a car is a consumption activity, which means it will only lose value. Think about that. If I invested that $30,000 then, it will become $60,000 as of today. My second mistake was contributed too little at the beginning. However, I'm not suggesting you to contribute every single penny you have into stock market. Instead, I would recommend you start doing your own homework on investing. It can be investing in stock market or even investing in yourself. Say, just focus on yourself for a moment. Are you seeing yourself to have a promising career in the next 5 years? If not, you have the option to learn other skills or maybe study a new degree. I think that is a more efficient way for investing. Another mistake I have was bought random mutual funds without doing my own research. I think this one is very common for folks just step into investing. What I learned is that it is pretty difficult to beat the stock market consistently in a long run. I made another video to explain why it is difficult to beat the stock market. I added the link of that video in the description below. On my journey to reach 100K, I also did the side hustles, which was teaching English online. Here is a screenshot for the English teaching app. Okay, to summarize this video, the quicker you can reach $100,000, the higher likely you will reach financial independence. My $9,000 investment challenge is still ongoing, so please subscribe and share. I will talk to you next time.